Hi folks, and welcome to my channel. My name's Teresa and I'm the car boot crafter, and today's video is about a project that I'm involved with. It's the journal page swap hosted by Lynnshabilious. Way back at the beginning of the year, Lynn posted a video asking for anybody that would be interested in doing a journal page swap. So basically we all make one page and send one to each other. So this month it's I'm sending out to Lynn. So Lynn, this is your, well, under here is your page, and her theme was forest and nature. So this is the paper I've chosen for that, wildflower wood. I think it's an absolutely gorgeous paper pad, which I bought from the craft shop in Llandudno last year because I just absolutely loved it. Let me show you some of the, actually you'll see some of the papers as I go through my book, but yeah, there's lots of lovely little cut aparts which I've used in the book. So these are just what's left over from today's finishing off the journal, and I just love, absolutely adore the colours that you get in this pack, and even the paper feels quite natural. It's a really nice, really lovely pack to work with. It's Wildflower by Lynette Anderson Designs. It's not one that I've been familiar with before, but I just absolutely adore it. So this is my page for Lynn. So Lynn, if you don't want to see what I've made, it's in the post already, or it will be in the post by the time I upload this video. So hopefully you'll get it the next day or two, but if you want it to be a surprise, don't look. So basically we started off with, let me just get one, we started off with a pack of papers, so we had one tea or coffee stained paper per person. So we started off with a base like that, and then we're making our journal page. I'd already done the August one because obviously with COVID and what have you, we were delayed quite a lot. So first one went out in August, unfortunately, because that one went to Pip, and unfortunately in my excitement, completely forgot to do a video around it. But hey ho, Pip's got it and she said she's happy with it, so there we go. And I'd also forgot to put a name on the back, which was another thing to do, but yeah, there we are. I think it was the excitement of getting because that was my first ever journal page. This is my second ever journal page. I think it was that and the excitement of not being fully locked down that did it. Anyway, shut up and let's get on with showing you what I've done. So using those papers and obviously the coffee dyed papers as well, I've created 4 pages. So we've got 2 that side, and then flip it over and we've got those there. So the first page, so I've just covered the paper with this gorgeous, this is probably my favourite page in the whole pack, covered it in all of these papers which say things like, wise Mr. Owl with his powerful beak waits until darkness before he comes out. Hoot, hoot, hoot. And then this one, the naughty red fox visits my garden. He likes to hide in the bushes where he knows it's safe. Bark, bark, bark. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. And then you've got some cut aparts that I've put on the front of the pocket, and then we've got some tags which she can use however she wants, whether she wants to put some card on there and use them as journaling or photo mats, entirely up to her. So there's those. So that's the first page. It's got a little bit bulky, but I'm sure once it's all together in the journal, it'll be fine. So this is the second page. So I've got a belly band going across, and then I've got this little sort of notebook. Love that stylized flower, it's so sweet. And then this is like just the idea of ripping, because I haven't cut very much, I've ripped mainly. So I've gone and, so again, something I've never done, I've done some tea stained papers, which was incredibly easy, a lot easier than I thought it was. And I didn't put them in the oven, I actually hung them over. I've got an old-fashioned clothes horse, and I hung them over the clothes horse, which gave a bit of a different kind of feel to it. So so yes, we started off. This was something that went wrong. I was doing another journal, which is for next month, and I decided to tea dye it. But what happened is the picture has run. So I thought, I really like it. It's not, I can't use it in the journal that I'm planning, but I really like it. So I kept it, and it's a Victorian, no, not Victorian, Elizabethan woman, or Victorian, not quite sure what it is, but anyway. And then you've got all the tea done, and I just love the effects on the back with when the ink has run into it, and it's just really, so I thought that'll be fabulous on the front. And again, I've just ripped down all the sides. Then I've got a piece of this isn't tea dyed, this is actually something that I printed when I printed the maps out. So I've printed these maps out again for the other project that I'm working on. Printed the maps out, but instead of pressing Duplo, I just flipped the paper over, but I flipped it the wrong way. So I've got double take on the maps, but actually I like that effect. So I've kept that to one side, and I've used it in the journal to give you just those. So your front, you've got just a bit more interest, and then behind that we've got all of my tea stained papers. So she's got a notebook at the back as well. And then when you flip it over, like I say, I've had such fun doing this journal. It really, I kind of just let it go and stopped being so trying to be precise, and it's worked. I think it's worked really, really well. So I had something come in the post the other day. So I've got a brown envelope, which I've put to one side because I just liked the feel of the paper. It's I don't know, it just feels really tactile, the paper. So I kept it and put it to one side. And what I've done is I've cut some pieces off the back, which hasn't got any writing or anything on. So this is a corner of the, let me see if I can do it. So this is, yeah. So this is the other half of this. So where the, yeah. So I just cut it, a square of it, and I've stuck it on so that we've got a pocket at the back, and then you've got the pocket inside the envelope as well. So at the back we've got a little notepad, again with some of that lovely map, printed map, some tea stained papers, and that just pops in there. And then some of the cutter parts, I've just inked them and popped them in there, whether she wants to use them in other parts of the journal or whether she wants to use them as little tags and things, entirely up to her. I just think, because you've got the animals, and they've got, I don't know whether it's going to pick it up. Let me get as close as I can, or close as I dare. But the owl has got writing across its tummy, and so has the I think that's more of a hare than a rabbit, all across its tummy. And then even the squirrel has writing on its tail, a little bit on its body that you can't really pick up, even, you know, if you've got it right in front of you. And then you've got the fox. So I've just popped those in there. Again, if Lynn wants to use them as embellishments elsewhere, then that's fine. If she wants to use them as sort of like a tag or something, that's fine too. So that's that side. And then that, so you pop it down, pop it under. Oh, and I've used some gardener's twine jute string to go, just to give a more, again, a more natural feel to the little booklet. And I've used it as well in the tags over here. So that goes down like that, and then pulls back so that it just sits on there in place. This side, so we've got some tags this side. I fussy cut out the owl. So this was a big 12 by 12 sheet, which I've cut down. So you've got the background paper, which is this, because I love this. Wise Mr. Owl with his powerful beak waits until dark before he comes out. Hoot hoot. So I wanted that on there, but I also wanted the owl, which I've then fussy cut. He was in the other corner. So this was one corner of the 12 by 12. This was the other corner of the 12 by 12. And I've just sort of jigged it around so that it fits. So we've got fussy cut the owl out and turned him into a pocket. And then I've got some tags that I'm just going to slide underneath like that she can use whichever way she wants, whether she wants to use them as they are, or whether she wants to you know, use them elsewhere, or write on them, or I suppose you could get some white card, put a square on the back there and use it as a journaling tag as well. So that goes in there like that. And then on the back page, so I really did, I really did love this. This was the bottom of a 12 by 12, and I wanted to use it, but I couldn't think how to use it across the page. So instead, and then I thought, well, I could cut them out, make them into journaling cards, but then they would be all different sizes. And as you see, if I was to if I was to cut up, I'm going to cut either a little bit of the rabbit's nose or the bit of his tail off. So in the end, I thought I'm going to fold it and do a fold out. I was originally going to put this inside, but then I got carried away and put the owl in there first, because this was going to be the back. But anyway, don't worry. I'm not. So in the end, it's on the back. But the thing is, because it's a journal, this will be inside anyway, unless it's right at the very back. So you've got that folds out like that. But on this side, you've got another little notepad there, and then you've got a fold out page there. And this time I've got my Handmade by Car Boot Crafter stamp on there as well. And then just to finish off, you've got a little tag book, which is 2 pieces of the card. And, oh, I should have perhaps put that round the other way. Anyway, never mind. So you've got the tag book, which is, again, full of tea-stained papers. And that then just fits under there and into that circle, half circle there, to hold it in place like that. And that is my journal page for this month's swap. So Lynn, I hope you like it. If it's a surprise when you get it, please do watch back the video. Yeah, hopefully you'll then see how my thought processes were, and how much I've really enjoyed doing this one. So next month, let me have a look. Next month I'm sending to Angie Paisley. Now Angie does shabby chic and I don't, so that's going to be a challenge. I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, that's going to be fun. So yeah, so this is already on its way to you, Lynn, so hopefully you'll get it in the next day or two if you haven't already received it. So yeah, great fun. Really enjoyed it. So glad I said I wanted to take part. So yeah, don't forget, guys, if you've liked the video, please give me a thumbs up. Would really love it if you commented below. Criticism, whether as long as it's constructive, is always welcome. And if you've got any hints or tips about making journal pages, I'd love to hear them, because like I say, this is only the second one I have ever done. And yeah, so there you go. Speak to you all soon. Bye for now.